going live on the webcam in a bit, but I'm going to do a little bit of a shopping haul. So, I went to several different stores yesterday. My sister was looking for lawn furniture, so we thought we would go out to West Covina, which I am going to post a little video about our shopping trip. So we went to a Ross in Fontana later in the night. We started out in West Covina, and we looked at the Burlington out there, and we looked at the Ross out there. But it seems like in LA County, I think things are more expensive because we saw things that they sell at the Redlands, Fontana, Rancho Cucamonga, Ross. The price point was a little bit higher in Los Angeles. I don't know the reason. Maybe because people make more money out there. Who knows? Well, anyway, we started in West Covina because we thought that they have more exciting things out there, but we weren't super impressed. It was okay. I actually ended up buying more than usual though, which was weird. There were little things, no clothes. It wasn't until I got to Rancho Cucamonga. I always seem to have the best luck if I'm going to find random clothes at the Ross and Rancho Cucamonga. That's been my experience anyhow. So I'm just going to kind of randomly go through everything that's in the bag. I found, because I love lemon, I bought some lemon decor lately, and I have a lemon blanket on my bed. So I bought these lemon towels. Very cute. I'm just going to kind of go through everything that I have that I purchased. Lemon towels. And, okay, so in the video, I did a short about it, but at the Rancho Cucamonga Ross, I found this really beautiful, summer, fall. Actually, to me, the brand is Kindred. Really just beautiful dress. I just really love this dress. I feel like these are fall time colors, but it could be summer colors as well. It's a floral dress. It's just really pretty. And I like that it was not touching the floor because with being 5'2", for some reason, a lot of things that I purchase or look at, thinking about, are just too long. So what else did I find? Okay, so I couldn't resist. When I was at the I love this hummingbird because I love hummingbirds. So I did purchase. It's very cute. Let's see if it makes focuses a little bit better. Let's rotate it. Hummingbird cup, coffee cup. Love coffee. And then my sister just happened to see this towel. It is 75% cotton, 25% rayon. It says rayon from bamboo, but it's the softest towel. It's just really cute. It has a mushroom design. I guess mushrooms are having a moment. There's a lot of mushroom stuff in the stores right now. And then I'm just kind of randomly, because I put everything in this big. I love Burlington because Burlington has these really giant bags. And here's another cup. This was even though I love the hummingbird cup, I really was drawn to just this floral cup. It's very cute. And up here at the Redlands Marshalls, before we went way out to LA County, which, by the way, we decided, I don't know, we had this romantic idea that it might be fun to see the things in LA or Orange County. Do they have better Rosses and Burlingtons and Marshalls? And theirs were bigger, but I wasn't impressed. Like I said, I found these cute hair clips at the Ross. They were $7.99. So hopefully I do more hair content with these because I'm getting really picky, just not picky, but just intuitive, super intuitive about my hair content. Like, I'm just going to do whatever draws me in at the moment, like whatever I want to do. Like, if something seems fun. Oh, and my sister loves Juicy. So she said you should get these Juicy Couture, like watermelon pajama set. It's just like, it's Juicy. Is it Juicy Couture? No, I think it's Sam and Olivia. I think she thought it was Juicy Couture, but it's not. It's a watermelon. Like, she would have been sad because she loves Juicy Couture, everything. I think she just thought this was Juicy Couture. Now I can tell her it wasn't Juicy Couture, but she like loved this pajama set. And usually I'm not like the biggest fan of pajamas, but they are really soft. So I thought I will get it. They're cute. It has watermelons. Watermelons are the sign of the time. And I don't know. What else? And then this is so random. I don't know why I bought this, but it just like, this was at the West Covina Home Goods, not Home Goods, Burlington actually. And I, for some reason, I don't know, it kind of, let's see. A very chemically smell to it though. Let's see. I'm trying to get this unwound. So I just thought this was really cute. I'm going to save this until like maybe the holidays. But I think I will definitely use this around the holidays because I love red. And I just couldn't help but think how cute this is because it's red and it's sparkly. Very sparkly. It was $19.99. So yeah, these were the few things I bought. I think I want to wipe this one down though. Oh yeah, I have an alcohol wet wipe. By the way, one thing I was going to highly recommend to you guys is these Zeiss lens wipes because they have alcohol in them. Or like, because I have hand sanitizer. Actually, somebody took my hand sanitizer. I'm like, I was going to use that for refillable. And they're like, oh, I'm taking it with me on my grocery trip this afternoon. I'm like, well, it's supposed to last a long time, but whatever. Hand sanitizer is super cheap because, like, you know, you like to buy those cheapo ones at, I don't know, not cheapo, but just the travel ones at Bed Bath and Body Works. Bath and Body Works, not Bed. Thinking Bed. Okay, so I like to refill those. But anyway, this was kind of sticky feeling, so I'm just kind of wiping it off. I don't know where the sticky feeling. It kind of smells a little bit, though. I have to say that. Like, it's really pretty, but it just kind of has a chemical smell to it, so I think I'm definitely going to air it out. I'll let the bag live in there. Okay. So these are all the cute things that I got. I'm excited to like use them or have them be new additions. And then the thing that's always kind of tricky though sometimes is taking the stickers off these things. You just kind of want to get good leverage on peeling off the sticker because I feel like the more that you peel off initially, the less residue it leaves. If you know, you know. Know what I mean? But if you can't get these stickers off completely on the first go, I recommend either vinegar or hand sanitizer. Vinegar and or hand sanitizer are really good for just getting things off. And then what you can do, I have to throw away this thing because it had egg whites in it. It was like some sort of sesame dressing I bought. I was thinking, oh, it's like Mediterranean, Middle Eastern, and that I got at Costco. But when I bought it a couple months ago, I was very unhappy with it because I realized that it has egg whites in it. And I don't eat egg whites. I just don't. Some people save this paper. I don't save this. You could, but no. I don't like to keep too much stuff. So I think I am going to start listing. Yes, my hair has gotten really long. I'm going to start listing some more stuff. I mean, maybe on Poshmark or eBay, I think I'm going to start trying to sell some things. I'm getting to the point that I want to start doing that. I'm just kind of putting things away. And then trying to take more of the stickers off. Like I said, if you try to just get it fully leveraged off in the beginning, you get more of these stickers off. And this is the part I kind of like, is like after you've done like a mini shopping haul, like you can get it all organized and like, I think I might wear the dress tomorrow. I know some people don't like to wear things unless they've washed them. I'm like, I don't know. I'm going to wear it out in public anyway, and it's going to get dirty again because, yeah, I wash things every time after I wear them. And that includes everything. Like some people are like, oh, like I don't understand. Like, not washing your clothes, guys. That's unhygienic. It's super unhygienic. You should wash things every time after you wear them. It's a one and done. And that's just the rules, you know? You can't just keep wearing something. It's pretty disgusting. Like, I think some people think it's a flex. Like, I thought this was really gross, but some women act like it's a flex to buy. How is the weather? It's like 95 degrees outside, and I'm not running the air conditioner because I'm saving money. Just open your window. Open your window, guys. Like, people don't do that, but I do that. I decided to put that in the other room just so I have it ready to go. Open your window, and then you don't have to worry about. And these towels are really soft. It reminds me of Santa's Village. There is this little amusement park up in the mountains where I grew up. It went out of business back in the late 90s, but they used to have all these mushrooms. And I think people went bananas. Like when this park went out of business, like they sold the mushrooms at an auction. And I don't know, every time I see a mushroom, it just reminds me of Santa's Village. Oh, rain? Is that kind of like a monsoon type rain? Because I know like out in the desert, we get a lot of monsoon type rains. So I got all the stickers off this guy. Well, not all of them. There's one more, so. Oh, that sounds kind of cold. Is it going to be hot or cold hail? Texas is usually pretty hot this time of year. Are you guys having a fluke storm? There's some cataclysmic weather these days. You know, in the California desert, which on the backside of the San Bernardino Mountains where I grew up, it's to the desert facing side of the mountain. The one thing that I just always thought was kind of neat was when you would get like a desert rainstorm in the summertime. I always kind of liked it, but it could be kind of scary to some people because it's like almost like a flash flood where the skies just open up and all this rain just like pours out of the sky. And this does happen actually in California. People don't realize that. They think, oh, California never gets rain. But sometimes we get like extreme floods where, I don't know, maybe I'm not too scared or something, but I'd be walking home and I'd be filming like a storm train, like filling up, and I'd be mesmerized by the water. Just, I don't know. I just get mesmerized by nature, really. And I've walked in snowstorms before, and like not exactly. Yes, I walked in a flash flood once. Okay, I did it. I rode my bike in a flash flood once. I have. So I guess I've had these experiences all my life. with weather, with like hard, like I don't know. I don't get scared by weather too much, just because I've just had these life experiences where I think weather is pretty. It's hard to see me over here. I'm just like taking tags off these outfits, but I'll have to tell my sister those were not Juicy Couture pajamas. She'll be like, "Oh no, they weren't Juicy Couture pajamas." No, they weren't. Um, why does everything have to be like? I guess this is a theft protection measure. But the only thing I don't like about packaging nowadays, I don't know if it's to be like more environmentally conscious or it's just cheaper. I hate like these little zip ties or everything is like attached to stuff. Yes, my hair was down to my calves and it was pretty amazing. It was. It was a very amazing length. It wasn't up until um August of 2023. Not 2023, 2021. But these clips that I got are actually really cute. Like you could just do a really quick impromptu style where for some people I think these like these type of styles really, but I have too much hair. This little baby clip cannot hold all of my hair. But these are so cute. I love these new little clippies. They're adorable. Right now, I just want my hair to keep growing. I don't know about floor length hair because I feel like okay, there's a lot of like debate about this, but recently, like I've noticed like some people with floor length hair, they said that they've either cut it back or they're gonna cut it back to knee length. And I kind of agree with that too, because I think out of all the lengths, like maybe knee length is the most beautiful and practical. Because I think floor length hair would require, like for me, to be honest with you, like having floor length hair means it pretty much have to be a full time content creator where you could make your own schedule. I mean, I might try to see. I think right now I do have like this vision of getting back to knee length hair. I see that happening. And maybe, I don't know, this time around it seems like I'm able to kind of comb out my hair a lot faster. Hello, Bonjour. Bonjour. Hello, Renard. And Terry, yeah, you're right. I might get back to just doing upper calf length hair, but I just don't know about floor length hair just because yeah, I didn't even make it there last time. So I just like the whole floor length hair thing. I just don't know about that. Like I feel like people are a little like it's neat if that's something you can maintain. Well, right now, I feel like upper calf length hair. Because right now, like, where's my hair? This is my hair is wavy. Okay. So it's a little bit longer than this, honestly. But I have been planning to trim my hair and I keep putting it off, putting it off, putting it off. And I actually do want to trim my hair. And I haven't, like, I did the big cut in late February 2022, where it was shoulder length. And then I did like trim an inch and a half off my hair in November of 2022. But I haven't like trimmed, cut, or anything to my hair except like sometimes I will do search and destroy on my ends, like on split ends. Like I did just a little bit of, yeah, I think because my great grandmother, Julia Shelton, she did not have floor length hair, but okay, my European side of the family, they're very tall people. Okay, like my nephew's 6'2". He's 6'2". My grandpa, my maternal grandpa on my mom's side, he was 6'3", 6'3", something like that. I don't know. They were tall. I take after my Syrian roots, so I'm very short, like 5'2". I'm 5'2". I'm literally like a foot shorter than like my taller predecessors. But there was my great grandmother, Julia Shelton, whom I'm named after. Like, she had mega hair growth genetics, and her hair was knee length, but she was 6'2" or 3". She was really tall. Okay, she's really tall, and her hair might have been longer. But my second cousin, who's my mom's first cousin, said that in the 1940s, one time she permed her hair. Okay, and she said it ruined her hair. Like, she never got a bob or anything like that. I think one time she just tried perming her hair and she was very upset about it because she said the perm like ruined her hair and damaged her hair. But she persevered and continued to grow her hair long again. And I believe what they said, even up until she passed away in 1962. I never met her. She was my great grandmother, but my mom remembers her. And their memory of her was she had dark brown hair, sort of like me. Because the interesting thing is, even like, I don't know, this is the interesting thing about me is even my European side, they have really dark hair, except for some of the people on my mom's side that had like red and blonde hair. But my grandpa, my maternal grandpa, some people thought he was Native American. He wasn't. We took the DNA test. We had disproved that so many times. But there were things about him that are interesting that I don't know. He just had really dark hair, but I just believe like he was a darker European person. Like, there are some Europeans that are very dark. And I don't know, he just had very dark hair. So she had dark, dark, dark hair. It was to her knees, but they were definitely not Native American. I think they were just English or something. Like, there are darker European people. They, because the Roman Empire, like there are like Roman Mediterranean looking European people, and they're darker. And some of the people on my European side presented that way, and we weren't Native American. And I still am really bothered to this day. Like, a lot of people, they don't want to let that go because like Native American DNA will show up on your DNA test if you take it, and people are still like saying that they're Native American when they're not. And a lot of reasons that white people used to say that was so they could get free land. I mean, it's been documented. The reason that people had stories about being Native American when they're really just of mostly white descent, when they had those stories, was because they were trying to get in on the Dawes Act of getting free land. And it's kind of deplorable, really, right? You know? Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like this dress. It's kind of cute. It's one of those Temu dresses that I got in that haul on my other channel. I know some people really hate Temu, but I don't know. It's gonna last me a long time, and I take good care of it. And everything that I own, like I take good care of, and it lasts me a long time. And if I could sew all my own clothing, I would. But I think it's just kind of wild that people are like, I'm so sustainable. Like, I buy things from these high end, but they've debunked that recently. And I already knew that years ago because one time when there was a boutique that went out of business during the panorama, like people could go there and buy stuff. And I bought a whole bunch of cute dresses for like $50. I got some really, really cute dresses actually. But I looked at the brands and I looked it up. And this was a boutique where she used to charge a lot more for those dresses. I looked up those brands, and a lot of those brands are sold on like places like Alibaba. And like a lot of boutiques, they get their clothing from Alibaba, and people are like, so like, oh my gosh, like you need to buy sustainable. But unless you're like sewing the clothing yourself, where you know who sews the clothing, like it's not really sustainable. And then there's a reason that I don't support Goodwill at all, is because of their employment practices. Like my dad was always a big thrifter. Well, I have these feelings towards thrifting that I don't like. I know people think thrifting is more sustainable, but I know the deeper dive part of it, so it's not really, because a lot of people just buy stuff off Shane or Walmart, and they go and buy those things where at one time donate it and then the thrift stores sell it for a way marked up price. So unless you're going to like the Goodwill bins or something, it's not really cheaper. Plus, I don't. A few years ago, before COVID, I thought it was cool. My dad found some cool things at the Goodwill, but even like come 2015, 16, we saw things were changing where they were charging more than like just things you would buy at Ross or Burlington or whatever. And so I don't buy into the gentrification, guiltification thing like, oh, you don't shop at Goodwill. Well, honestly, I don't, because bed bugs are a real thing. Bed bugs are definitely a real thing. If you shop at the Goodwill, you can bring home things with bed bugs. And I know people are like, oh, but you can clean it. And maybe not. Like, I'm just not going to risk it because I've just known about too many stories about how, well, bed bugs are pretty prolific in the United States. A lot of businesses don't want you to know about it because we don't use the strong, like, insecticides we used to use that would kill them off. So bed bugs are very, pretty much probably every hotel's ever had them. Many businesses have had them. And I'm just not going to go buy, like, you could probably even get them buying new stuff. But honestly, I'd rather just buy new stuff. And you like that? Okay. You could just buy new stuff and also be exposed to those things. But I personally think it's just a little bit safer not to buy secondhand things, just because I don't know. If I want to buy something, I'm going to buy it new because I know that it's been taken good care of, and I don't really like secondhand stuff. I just don't. I'm not a fan of it. It was something my dad liked, but I think too that's another issue I have. Like, my sister and I were talking about this because he always used to want to get things secondhand. He never wanted to get things brand new. And we're talking about even like 30 years ago. Secondhand wasn't always cheaper. And I think sometimes he spent more on things that you could have just bought new and made last longer, because I'm all about buy something new, make it last a long time. And I'm not a big secondhand fan because the secondhand thing, it's gentrification and guiltification is what it is. It's just because it seems trendy, I think, for people to say, oh, I buy secondhand or I thrift, I'm more sustainable. But it's not exactly the case. And then my thing with Goodwill is that they pay people with special needs like nothing. Like, they pay them 53 cents an hour. So I'm not going to support that organization. I'm just not going to do it. And then there's stores that are a little bit better, I guess. No, I don't really. I like it behind my back because I just like to be able to do stuff. I just took my hair out because I think I'm going to wash it tonight. But yeah, I don't know. So I don't really buy anything secondhand just because it's a cleanliness thing. Also, it's a price point thing. And also, I'm not going to support a business model or like a nonprofit that can't pay people a fair wage. Like, they don't even pay, like Goodwill isn't even paying some of their special needs workers like minimum wage. Like, it's ridiculous. And they're charging so much and they're making such a profit. And then another thing that just really like irks me about the whole Goodwill thing, like, is that they sell all the clothing that they don't sell in the lots here in the US, that they don't sell in the US or Canada. They just shipped to African countries, like, and they sell en masse. And then a lot of our clothing just being ending up in landfills there. So I know people are like, oh, there's this sustainable dilemma. I just think, make your clothing last a lifetime. Only buy things that you want to wear forever. Wash your clothing in cool to like warmish water and hang to dry. Don't use the dryer for any of your clothing. Buy a drying rack. Dry all your clothing on a drying rack. The dryer should only be for like towels and sheets and things like that. And your clothing will last a really long time. And I feel like it's kind of a fallacy. People are like, oh, fast fashion stuff really falls apart. But I don't know. I haven't had those bad experiences. My clothing lasts a really long time. I think if you're putting your stuff in the dryer, yeah, it might. But I don't think that clothing was that super much higher quality like 30, 40 years ago because I had some of that clothing when I was a kid and it's about the same. Sometimes it's higher quality, sometimes it's not. You can still, there's just a lot of these fallacies, I think, and I think they're like mythology, gentrification, guiltification concepts that are created by people that want to sound like they're in the know. They want you to feel like, oh, you're not doing something right unless you do it their way. And they want to sound trendy or it sounds hip to like go thrift. And I mean, if you really truly enjoy thrifting, then yeah, do that. But I personally, no, I don't because I don't want to buy other people's secondhand stuff. I personally don't. You could, um, you could just like your friends could give you stuff, or you could buy stuff on Facebook Marketplace. I think Poshmark's cool too, but I want to support Goodwill. I don't like Goodwill, and just because of their employment practices mostly, and they throw a lot of stuff away. And I think we just need to be more cautious as human beings. Like if you're gonna buy something, like think it through, tank it into your mind, like that you want it to last a long time. Like buy for your style, not for your trendiness. Because I know my content's about long hair, but I am kind of pivoting myself a little bit. Like for a long time, I've done a lot of fashion, but I am gonna make fashion and dresses and long hair style kind of a bigger part of my content because I think for a long time I always thought, I don't know, maybe this is just me. I don't know, maybe I'm the only one who thinks this way, but I would see like women with super long hair, but then they'd just be wearing jeans and a t-shirt. And it just seemed kind of incongruent to me because I kind of like a classically influenced style. Oh, maybe a princess style. I don't care. Am I a princess? I don't think so. I just think I have long hair and I want to dress in a more classically feminine style. It's always been who I was since I was 4 years old. I wanted long hair and I wanted to wear dresses. And when you know what your style is from a young age and other people try to dissuade you from it or make you feel like it's not valid in some way, then, that says more about them than you. I think anytime someone tells you that a certain thing you like to wear or an outfit you like to wear is not good, then you should know that tells you everything you need to know about that person because I dress for myself. If you like what I wear or you like how I do my hair, that's great. But at the end of the day, I do it for myself and I do it because this is my aesthetic. And I think like I might not be a tutorial channel, but I feel like what I'm trying to impart with my content is you could be happy in life being a feminine woman that wants to wear dresses and have long hair, and you can be a trad single person because I'm not some housewifey person. I'm just having long hair, single, and supporting myself in life, and I kind of like that because if I was ever in a relationship, it would have to be somebody that would be not jealous, very open to everything I like, and very amenable to everything I want. And I don't think there's a lot of people like that, for me anyway, because I'm not really interested in compromising my happiness just to have the status of being in a relationship because I found contentment within myself and I have a strong connection with my sister and the few friends I still talk to, but I have a lot of fun with my sister. So I don't need things that people look for in the relationship, like front. I don't know. I said I wasn't going to talk about that on this channel too much anymore because I just felt like, why? No, I don't need to talk about that. But I love talking about long hair and my fashion. And I just think if you're going to have super long hair, why not like pair it with dresses and like flowy outfits? Like to me, that just goes together more. Curvy, long hair, And like, I'm a curvy long hair woman. I love being curvy. I love being thick. Yes, I love being thick. And for a long time, I feel like that's another thing too. Like, not unhealthy, like not being able to move. Like, look, I carried a table out of Home Goods that was like 30 pounds this high aloft. And another thing that they don't tell you is thicker women can lift. We can lift a lot, and we can wear a dress when we're doing it, and we can go hiking. Like, we can do anything we want. Like, you can go hiking in a dress if you want. Like, nobody makes the rules for you, and you can be as feminine as you want and strong and thick. I'm just saying, like, you make your own long hair reality. Like, you don't have to, I don't know. So I'm into like the thick aesthetic. Like, I'm just trying to be as healthy as I can for me. Like, I don't think you need to be lean to be beautiful or fit. No, like, eat a robust meal and it'll help your hair grow. Like, I think another reason too my hair has grown so fast is because I don't worry about like being such a low weight. Like, I don't worry. Like, when I was younger, I don't know, I want to talk about this too. I think I worried a lot about, oh my gosh, like, I need to maintain this certain way because there's this orthorexia culture that really permeates our society, that if a woman's over 130 pounds, that somehow her validity be over 130 pounds and 5'2", and you rock. You just rock because curviness is it's good. It's good. And we need more curvy people. And I'm talking about fit curvy, not just like I sit around and I like don't move. Like, I'm talking about you can walk miles upon miles. You can, like, I don't know, here's an example that let me give you an example of like how much you could walk in one day. Like, you could have 16,444 steps. Like, yeah, like you above 10,000 steps. Like, you, like, your size does not entail these things. I don't know. I just think like when you start embracing the healthy side of life, like if you're a curvy person, because I've always been a curvy person, like I was predisposed to being curvy, and some people they're predisposed to being skinny, but I just think as career women with long hair just looks so feminine, and we need to embrace our femininity with the curviness and the long hair, and not just being about like looking in a way that does not present us, you know? I don't know. I just have a lot of thoughts on life and long hair, and wanting to do long hair in a way that I feel is representative of me as a person and just my views on long hair and how it kind of fits into my life, not into other people's lives and not into other people's interpretation of what you should be. I'm going to be what I want to be for the rest of my life. On to wealth and have a good life. You know, I say that to you.